Is that better? Okay. Hello everyone. Welcome to another YouTube video. I told you it wouldn't be too long between my last and my next video. So I'm here to do a Q&A for you guys today so you guys can get to know me better, because I feel like I've been doing social media for a long time, but yeah, I just feel like I have a lot of new people that follow me and you guys don't really know me. I've grabbed myself a Starbies so that I could sip on this whilst I answer your questions, because I don't just want to sit here with nothing. That would be really awkward. That tastes ridiculously good. Let's get into some questions. I've screenshotted a few. By the way, thank you to everyone who did send in a question. Love ya. Yeah, I got lots of questions on fitness, which we'll start off strong with: how did you begin your career in fitness? Is this your only job and income? So how did I begin my career in fitness? So I started going to the gym and training about 2.5 years ago, coming up on 3 years it was. And yeah, ever since I started going to the gym, I just always started posting photos at the gym. And it wasn't until I moved up here to Queensland. I'm gonna film my videos, film my workouts. Someone will get enjoyment out of this and think I'm funny, which is just a bonus. Like what you see in my TikToks and my Instagram, like workout videos, is exactly how I am at the gym. Like nothing is forced, nothing is fake. So it all just happened really authentically, you could say. That's kind of how it started, I guess, and made it into like a job, because it wasn't a job when I first initially started. But yeah, I hope that answers your question. That was more of like a bit of a story time. Did you simply begin just training in DFYNE activewear to become a DFYNE athlete? I guess this goes off my last question. And that's, yeah, like when I moved to the Gold Coast, I became obsessed with the brand. I used to buy from them literally up until a month ago when I became an athlete for them. Like I've been buying from them for almost a year. So yeah, it's honestly just what I wore all the time in the gym, because if you've tried DFYNE, you know that like it is amazing and it makes you feel so good. So yeah, I just started, like it was all I used to wear to the gym, and I was obviously filming at the time. So, and then the opportunity came that I could be an athlete for them, and I was like, fuck yeah, like that is the one brand that I wanted. It did take some time and I was very consistent. You know, I didn't just expect things to come really quickly. I wasn't expecting to make it into something, like I said. Like I was purely doing it out of authenticity of myself. And yeah, I guess that's how I started working with them. Next question. If you were an animal, which one would you be? I actually always used to get bullied. In school, people used to say I looked like a mouse. Now that I've said that, you guys are going to be like, you know what, I kind of see it. And you know what, I kind of see it. But someone goes, would you recommend moving to Queensland from Sydney? Yes. I have never lived in Sydney, but what I've gathered is it is very fast paced, and that's not how I like to live. Like I like space. I like the more relaxed beach kind of vibe. So yes, I think one of the best places you could live in Australia is honestly Queensland. I cannot floor it. Like it's the first day of winter today, and I'm looking at my car and it's saying it's 22.5 degrees. It's the first day of winter. So many questions about Hannah. I feel like Hannah's like my little girlfriend. It's like a little secret relationship, and you guys just like love to know more about us, and it's so cute. But someone asked, how did I meet her? So when I found out I was moving to Queensland, I reached out to her and I was like, hey, like let's catch up, let's meet for a coffee or even like a gym sesh together. And she was so down, so we just went and got a coffee together and hit it off. As you can tell, we are crazy together. What nationality? is your last name? My last name is Hungarian. Is your accent fake? No. All the caramel is like stuck to the lid, which is really annoying. How do you get over the fear of going to the gym alone? So this is a really good one because I actually get asked all the time about overcoming gym anxiety and everything to do with that nature. So like I said before, when I first started going to the gym, it's definitely less confronting when you go with a friend, preferably someone that's experienced. I was lucky the friend that I went with, she had been to the gym for quite a while. So, you know, she was able to mentor me and to guide me. So I think if you can go with a friend, it definitely helps. Picking and choosing the times of day you go in the gym, I think is definitely a helper. Like if you know the peak times, try and avoid them. Even today, like if I go by myself in like a peak hour, I get the worst anxiety, especially if I'm filming. So yeah, like I don't think how experienced you are, like, you know, it's always going to be a little nerve-wracking. You're always going to think people are watching you, but in reality, no one's watching you. Like no one cares. Like you just got to go in there and fucking own it. Like how many calories do you eat? I don't really track my calories. I went through a phase where I was, just because I was trying to figure out how much I need to eat in order to build, not just maintain. So I went through a phase where I was doing that so I could have a bit of a guide as to what I needed to hit every day. But I don't count calories. I'm not against them, but like personal preference, I don't want to. I don't want to do that for my own personal mindset. Like if I want to eat something, I'm going to eat it, but also at the same time, like I do try and stay on track as best I can, but it's all about balance. I'm not strict on my body. I have a history with being really restrictive with what I eat, and I don't like it, and I don't want to be back there. But yeah, I've been doing it for like 2.5 years, so I have a good idea of what I need to be eating macro wise each day. What size do you wear in DFYNE? I do extra small top and bottoms, but I can also do a small in the bottoms because DFYNE, the fabric is quite compressive. It does have stretch, but it's like it really sucks you in and lifts you in the right places. So if I want that extra comfortableness, I can also do a small. What do you do for work? There's an old man pulling up next to me. What do I do for work? I got lots of questions like this, and I don't blame you guys. So I have been doing social media as work and earning money for about 5 years now. A lot of people actually ask, like, what did I do before social media? My first job, I worked at Grilled, little hospitality worker, flipping burgers, making burgers. So I worked at Grilled till I was like 15 to 17, and then I worked in a surf shop from about 17 to 19. In that time, I was doing social media. After my retail job, I quit and I was just like, I'm just gonna do social media. I wasn't earning enough money to like make it a job, but I was determined. I was like, well, I don't want to fucking work for someone else. So I quit and I was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna work and make this work. And very lucky that it did. I also started a Spicy Accountant page like 2 years ago, which no one really knows because I keep it very much on the down low. Yeah, I do that as well. So that is my main income source. So yeah, I guess you could just say content creation, baby. Just cue everyone being like, what the fuck? I had no idea. Like, yeah, I know. If you considered a brand deal with us at New Balance Australia, are you kidding? Like, I'm literally wearing my 96s right now. New Balance is hands down my favorite shoe wear brand right now. if you could pick who to be an ambassador for, what brand would it be and why? It would be DFYNE. I've been over this. I fucking love their brand, and I'm so blessed to be in the position where I have my dream brand that I work with. I don't want anyone else. I'm good. Like, I'm content with that. That's all I want. Do you follow a workout plan? This is a good one because I get a lot of girls asking, like, do I PT? Do I sell workouts? So just to clarify, I'm not a certified PT. It has interested me just so I can give more to you guys, but at the moment, like, I'm not. So I will never pretend to be. I'll never label myself as a coach or anything like that. I will never take on clients. I simply just share what I do for entertainment purposes, not to sell workouts to you guys, just so we're clear, because someone is going to say something. I don't follow like a very specific plan. However, I will do my own kind of plan for like an 8 to 12 week time frame. So I'm very consistent. Like, I do the same thing each week 99% of the time. I'm very consistent with that because that's how you see results. You stick to what works, and that's what I do. I just stick to like 5 exercises of each body part, and that's what I will do. Hope that answers your question. If you struggle with body dysmorphia, how do you cope? Yes, of course. Like, I'm a female growing up in today's generation. Like, I think it's a given if you struggle with body dysmorphia or confidence in any way, shape or form. I certainly have a history of it and still do. I think I'm just better at managing it now. I think I've learned to not give a fuck what anyone has to say about the way I look. I wanted to fit into someone's perfect category of a girlfriend, or someone, you know, the idea of perfect into someone else, which I don't do that anymore. Like, I'm good in the way I feel. You know, we all have our moments here and there, and we all have insecurities, but like, yeah, I think it comes with time. I'm so sorry, my camera overheated. That is so random. Maybe I'll turn the aircon on. But yeah, I don't know where I left off with you guys, but yeah, we all have insecurities, and I think just over time you learn different habits and better ways of dealing with it. But yeah, of course I do. Of course I struggle. Would you rather fight a duck the size of a horse or 50 horses the size of a duck? I'd rather fight 50 horses the size of a duck. Could step on those little fuckers. Favorite food? Pasta. Oh, if you know me, you know I could eat kilos and kilos of pasta and just never be full. Specifically, spag bowl. It is my favorite thing. Where do you see yourself in 5 years' time? Engaged, hopefully. Planning or have a baby. Ideally, I would like to have a baby by then. I think just financially stable in a way that I can be in a comfortable place to provide for my family. You know, I've got 2 dogs, so just living life. I think I want to be in a really good place with work as well. Whatever that may be. I don't know what I want to be doing in 5 years' time work-wise. I'm not super career-driven, I guess. Do you know what I mean? Like, that might shock a lot of people because I am in a good position, but career is not what motivates me in life. Family and having a family and being married is ultimately what I want most out of my life. Favorite family member? You, Emerson. All right, we're going to do a couple more because it's 12 o'clock and I have some things I need to do today. Dream place to live? I think I'm here living it. I think Queensland wasn't ever the top of my places to live. I always wanted to live in Perth. That is where my partner is from, and Perth is beautiful. But living here, I'm like, you can't beat it. your dream job. I think if I could have any job in the world, it would probably be like an FBI agent. I am so into crime and murder mysteries and documentaries and things like that. I'd love to be an FBI agent. Or I would like to be a really successful interior designer because I love interior designing. Weekly workout routine. So my weekly workout split is Monday will be glutes and hamstrings. Tuesdays will be back and buys. Wednesdays will be quads and calves, maybe a little bit of hamstrings in there as well. Thursdays will be shoulders, chest and tris. Fridays will be glutes again. Saturday, Sundays are my rest days. So I do glutes twice a week. Everyone thinks I do glutes like every leg day. Like, no, I only do glutes twice a week. Tips on building glutes / muscle. Eat. I used to think that I could just train really hard in the gym and that was enough to see results, and it is in fact not. Still to this day, if I'm not eating enough food, I'm not going to see results. As soon as I start eating, my bum literally just shot out of nowhere. I was like, wow, if only I had done this 2 years ago, the progress I could have made. So yeah, girl, you got to eat your body weight in food. I mean, even if you don't want to eat, you just have to eat. Your metabolism and your body will eventually adjust, and it'll become a lot easier to eat a lot of food, but in the beginning it is quite hard. Your future self will thank you if you start eating carbs and protein. Do you take creatine? I actually do take creatine. I have been really inconsistent lately, but creatine is one of those things you need to take 1 scoop every single day for at least 4 weeks before you will see results. It's not like protein. You can't just take a scoop here and there and think you're going to see something, but when I am consistent with my creatine, I do see results and I love it. Go to Macca's order. Oh, McDonald's is my like kryptonite. Like, I love McDonald's. I used to eat it a lot as a kid, so I think that's where my obsession came for it. But, okay, I'm so sorry, my camera overheated again, so we're gonna do this really quickly before it does it again. So my Macca's order is a medium or a large cheeseburger meal, depending on how hungry I am, with a Coke, no sugar. And if I'm really hungry, I'll get nuggets on the side. Sweet and sour sauce, of course. Where did you grow up? I grew up in Newcastle, which is like a town 2 hours north of Sydney, and I lived there up until I moved to Queensland last year. Star sign, I'm a Gemini. It is actually my birthday in 2 weeks, and I am going to be turning 23. That is it. That concludes my Q&A, guys. I'm so sorry if I didn't get to answer your questions. I am running out of time and I need to get going. So I'm so happy to do a part 2 of this if you guys did want to know more. But I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you got to learn a little bit more about me. But yeah, comment down below what you guys want to see in my next YouTube video, because I would like to film another one next week. So yeah, I love you guys, and thanks for watching, and thanks for being here on my channel and for everything, because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys, as cliche as that sounds. I love you all, and I hope you took something away from this video. But love ya. I'll see you guys on TikTok or in my next video. Bye.